Alright, where am I going? This, is it this one? It's this one. Pressing the button does nothing. The elevator cannot be used at the moment. This should be the elevator that leads to the A sector's lower stratum. I will enter the authentication code. Should be operational now. Alright, ready to head down? Wait, do you have any idea where the terminal we're looking for is? Most likely in the deepest part of the floor. It will be a long walk, so please be sure to stay on guard. Right, and you wanted to come here alone? You know, compared to the upper levels, the lighting system here seems more dated. Are the lower levels older or something? Yes, the lower stratums were the first geofront sections to be built. The geofront as a whole is a product of an urban planning project that spans 20 years. Due to its construction undergoing some spontaneous changes, the entire structure became more complex than originally intended. In fact, Ellie told me stories about how the construction of the geofront was manipulated by all sorts of Diet members. That figures. Still, the sheer size of this place never fails to surprise me. Do you really think you will be okay coming down here alone, Tio? Well, no, my apologies. It's okay. Anyway, let's just be careful not to get hurt down here. I'll do everything I can to protect you. Understood. Lloyd, would you like to practice a combination craft while we're down here? I was actually just about to say, you know, we should come up with a combo move to help us out. And look at that. May not be as proficient as Randy or Ellie, but I would still like to try. That's a great idea. Since it's just the two of us here, this is the perfect chance to get some practice in. Roger. Omega Strike. Over here. A treasure chest. Attempting luck skill check. Luck skill check failed. The chest is still empty. Is this where we just came from? It is. Interesting. Seals enemies in a barrier, then shatters it. If we had Randy over here instead, we'd be killing suckers. Instead, we getting killed like suckers. Hopefully they're not immune to, whatchamacallits. Oh, I should have used the other thing. Wasn't thinking about it. Should have attacked the other one. Guess it's fine because we got an extra turn. You find fingerprints inside the chest that point to the likely culprit behind its contents theft. 3 guesses as to who that is. Spirit badge, bravery badge, lunar pendulum. What did we just get? Marble ring? Go with the marble ring. Oh, hey, yeah, alright, marble ring. That's cool. Really? You know, for having 40% evasion, you haven't been dodging as much as I've been hoping. Interesting to see all the stuff over there that's not filled in. We have no party members. How would I even get that? I don't think we need to spend too much time clearing out all the monsters. Ah, this is how I would do it. But did I want to do that? Guess so. And what's over here? You're sucked into the chest and end up in a chest-based world with no way back. Decades go by, your memories of Crossbell fade, and as your life comes to an end, you take your final breath, only to wake up. It was all a dream. It was so terrible. There weren't any Word Up magazines. I think I just realized that the person who has... Oh no, you have this stuff. Okay, never mind. Well, Tio's HP was kind of low. But it turned out to be not as low as it was potentially low. Dang it. I was hoping I'd go the wrong way. What the heck is this doing here? This giant fan is part of the Geofriend's ventilation system. Under normal circumstances, it should be inactive, but you don't access the portable terminal. I think I've located the issue. It is very likely this fan is running due to a malfunction in the system, and this seems to apply to a few other fans as well. That doesn't sound good. It would probably be best if we went and turned each of them off. Agreed, we can use valves like this one to operate them. We'll come back there. But first, a word from our sponsors, Orbital VPN. Man. I bet you this is going to come into play at some point. And that fan is not even spinning that fast. The higher elements appear to be active in this chest. Unfortunately, there are still no more items. I think those heals are something that we already have equipped. Let's see, the end is nigh. You suckafoo. I thought I would be able to make it happen. That was weird. Let's go this way. I'm gonna say, I bet you it leads to a treasure chest. This is gonna be a tricksy one with only 2 people. Right, off to a good start. What are we weak against? Wind and earth. Right. There we go. 40%, finally doing 40% things. Move 3. The ventilation here is your biggest fan, and yet you just go and shut it down. I see you. Now we can do this. Right. I think I'll try out the dual thingamabobber. It seems a little risky, but I'll give it a shot. Are we close? Yes, this is the final stretch. The room containing Control Terminal 3 should be somewhere near here. Tio! What is that? Darn it, it must be the leader of the monsters of this section. Tio, are you good to go? Yes, I am ready. Alright, first, we must analyze. Alright, gotta use water. The arrogant queen of bats. To sate her love of blood, she will even suck it from her kin. Oh dear. Well, there goes the defense debuff. Alright, this craft menu lists combo crafts. These are powerful techniques combining two characters' strengths. Unleash these powerful attacks and target any enemies within range of either character involved. Omega Strike! Oh my gosh. That was giga damage. That was a lot of damage too. Water. Unfortunately for you, pretty good with the water damage. I didn't want to push them out of the way, so decided to avoid that issue. And they're out of there. Okay. Prankster. I think that's a quartz. But I think it's food related. That was unexpected. Theo, are you okay? That was a pretty tough fight. That was super easy. But then again, I did like 1,800 damage with one attack. Or it was like 3,000 damage with one attack, something like that. Yes, I am fine. What about you, Lloyd? I'm okay too. I guess Randy was right when he said these Tonfas would be good for defense. But even so, that would have gone a lot smoother if the others were here. Honestly, being without them is making me realize how much I rely on those two. Did I say something funny? Oh, don't mind me, it's nothing important. Control Terminal 3 should be past the door on the right. We should log in and contact Yona. Gotcha, got your back. Okay. We should be safe, but you never know. Save. Is this it, Tio? Yes, this is Control Terminal 3. Our plan is to hack into the net from 2 points, Control Terminal 8, which Yona has appropriated, and this terminal. I think I understand. Should I call Yona now? Yes, if you would. Since Ellie and Randy may try to contact us, call Yona on my Enigma instead. Will do. Only took out Tio's Enigma. Yona, it's Lloyd. Oh, you're already there. Yeah, Tio's booting up the terminal now. Good, good. I'll get mine set up too. Do me a favor and turn the Enigma's speaker mode on, okay? Speaker mode? What's that? On the back of the Enigma, there's a little red switch. Flip it. It will allow other people to be able to hear the caller's voice. Right here. Lloyd flipped the switch. Hey, can you two hear me? Oh, huh, that's useful. It uses quite a bit more EP, so I don't recommend using it unless necessary. Yona, everything is green on my end. How about you? Almost there. I've been moving the decoy around as much as humanly possible. I'll let you know if Kitty shows up. So keep your fingers on the keyboard. Affirmative. We will stand by until you give the signal. Cool. Don't let me down, Tio. So does this mean we're all done setting up? Yes. All we need now is Yona's signal. Once I start hacking, you can leave everything to me. Do you see why I initially chose to go alone now? Yeah, I do. But still, the journey here wasn't exactly the easiest thing in the world, so I'm glad I decided to tag along. This is bad. I'm terrible with awkward silences. Well, that's right. Mishy, wasn't it? You know, that character you like so much. You've even got a keychain of him around, or on your Enigma. Yes, I suppose you could say I like Mishy. I'm not really one to get too attached to things, so it's hard to believe I've held on to that keychain for all these years. Years? So you didn't buy it when you came to Crossbell. I assumed you did, since he's practically Crossbell's mascot. No, this was a gift from Guy 5 years ago. What? Guy Bannings. He was your brother, right? Yeah, he was, but wait a second. Tio, you knew my brother? Yes. I had no idea. Why didn't you tell me sooner? You're from Lamont State, right? How could you know Guy? He couldn't have come across... What do you mean you're going to go on a trip? Where are you even going? Principality of Remiferia. Don't worry, I should be back in a month or two. Can't wait to can't dive into the specifics, but I'm escorting a cute girl or whatever. No way, that was you? Yes. I was only 9 years old at the time. Guy was the one who escorted me back to my home in Remiferia. Remiferia? That's where you're from, not Lamont? That is correct. To be honest, though, it does not especially feel like home to me. By now, I have all but abandoned it. Tio, what about your parents? I believe they are fine. Not say for sure. Ever since I left 3 years ago, I have received few letters from them. At age 5, I went missing for a period of time. Guy was the one who rescued me. After that, I was hospitalized at St. Ursula for over half a year. Once I finally recovered, Guy insisted on escorting me to my home. I had no idea. But if you were escorted back home, why'd you leave again? Lloyd, you know I'm a bit different from regular people, right? Tio, don't say that. It's the truth. You know it is. My sensory reception is orders of magnitude higher than any normal person. The faint sounds of an average ear finds impossible to pick up. The flow of orbal waves no ordinary person could ever perceive. The presence of elements that go undetected by the public at large. Even people's emotions and the beats of their hearts. When I attended Sunday school, I was always alone. The things the neighborhood children saw and what I saw were worlds apart. I wasn't oblivious to their prying eyes and their whispered conversations about me. I know my parents loved me, but everyone has their limits. The atmosphere at home just grew more and more tense. That is when I began to realize that it would have been better if I never came home at all. Before I knew it, I found myself buying a ticket and boarding a train. A train heading to the only place I could think to go, Crossbell. Ah, I get it. You wanted to see my brother again, didn't you? I think that was the reason, yes. When he bought me that keychain as a gift, Guy told me this. Don't worry, Tio, I know you can find happiness. And if you ever have trouble finding it, just give me a call. We can figure out whatever's making you sad and kick its butt together. Yeah, that definitely sounds like something that Guy would say. But around that time, at the lowest point in my life, I met an Epstein Foundation researcher by chance. He saw potential in my enhanced sensory reception and recruited me for Orbital staff development team the Foundation had just launched. With that, I transferred to Lamont State and spent 3 years as a Foundation researcher. Then, 3 months ago, I returned to Crossbell. Tio. The shadow just appears. I'm so sorry. It's not fair that my dummy of a brother left us like he did. Not honoring his promise to a girl? That's not like him at all. Lloyd. Oh, it must be Yona. Kitten has been spotted. I repeat, the kitten has been spotted. Just now I noticed her nibbling on the bait I threw out. I'm about to corner her, so give me all the support you can muster. Understood. I guess I'm just along for the ride. Tio, don't push yourself too much, alright? Roger. No need to worry. Furious typing begin. Beginning concealment near the network resources. Second boundary domain. Standing by for Kitty. Aye aye, ma'am. Oh, are you serious? It's her. Kitty already deactivated all of our protections. You know how tedious it was to prepare that bait, and now it's all... I don't believe this. How can one person do all of this? Settle down, Yona. She is likely trying to use all her processing power to brute force her way through. Please focus. Stay 2 steps ahead and lead her toward my domain. Darn it, I'm not a machine. She's passing through Control Terminal 4, Control Terminal 17, City Hall's main terminal. Here, I've caught her at Control Terminal 25. She's entered your domain, Tio. Affirmative. So this is your arch rival. She is fast, extremely fast. Activating ion system. Initializing parallel processing. Confirming Kitty's presence. Oh, look at these data streams. If you keep it up, you won't even need my help catching her. I disagree. Unlike you and Kitty, I'm not a true hacker. If my ion system goes down, I will be easily overtaken. Darn it, then what do we do? In preparation for that, raise your processing output to max and block Kitty's exit. I'm predicting that Kitty will try to shift over into your domain again. Choose your timing carefully, because you will have an approximately 0.1 second window to catch her. Oh, you've got to be kidding me. Screw it, I'm Yona freaking Sacred. Get ready. Aeon System. Limito Breako. Now, take this. Alright, I bagged myself a kitty. We won? Yes, it looks that way. Yo, are you okay? I will be in a minute. Increasing the ion system's processing power that much, the world is spinning around me. Didn't I tell you not to push yourself? Lloyd? Hey Tio, that promise my brother made to you, I'll keep it for him. Huh? And if you ever have trouble finding it, just give me a call. We can figure out what's making you sad and kick its butt together. No doubt about it, my brother was amazing. He was so strong, so confident, and so quick to take action. I still have a long way to go to catch up to him. But I'll put every ounce of effort I can into getting there. I'll become the kind of man that can keep his promise to you. So what do you say? How mysterious. Come again? You and Guy are almost nothing alike, but at the same time, you two remind me so strongly of each other. The way your spirit shines, the way you look ahead with confidence. I remind you of Guy. In a lot of ways, yes. But of course, you are your own person. You are who you are, Lloyd. You can't ever become Guy, nor should you try. Bars. I would think you would know that better than anyone. Yeah. That aside, if you're going to make me promise, though, I would like you to promise me something else. What do you mean? You don't need to make it right here and now. I do not simply want you to take over Guy's promise. I want you to make one all your own. Whatever you come up with will be perfect, I'm sure. Tio. And in case you have forgotten, I'm not a child, so I don't want to be someone who is simply protected all the time. After all, I'm a member of the SSS too, aren't I? You're right. You're exactly right. Something wrong? No, it's just... I think that's the first time I've seen your genuine smile. I was not smiling. I missed it. I'm simply exhausted, that is all. No need to be shy. It seems like such a waste, though. Your smile's adorable. If you showed it more often, I'm sure you'd be crazy popular. Adorable? Huh. Oh, Yona? How long have you been listening? I think that's the first time I've seen your genuine smile, somewhere around there. Can't say I was expecting to hear a cheesy line like that today. What's more, you actually got flustered over it. What's with that? Spew any more nonsense and I will destroy you with a 40-chain combo and Palm Party. That's not even possible. Wait, actually, someone like you might be able to pull that off. That reminds me, Yona. Did you manage to find out who Kitty is? Who do you think I am? This is the one and only Yona Sacred you're talking to. I managed to figure out her location. I'm sending it to you right now. Yona, what is this file you attached? An attachment? What the heck are you... The log shouldn't contain anything like this. It was just supposed to uncover her location. We should open it. What? That's... Congratulations! What the heck is this? Wait just a darn minute. This couldn't be. It appears the hackers have become the hacked. This must be her way of getting revenge for us discovering her location. No, perhaps she had us in the palm of her hand from the very beginning. If true, it is possible that the information we obtained was simply a ruse. Yona, you okay there? Darn it, there's no way she should have been able to mask her address. If we could trace and analyze it, eventually it'll lead back to the access point. Oh, that won't work, but what about... hello? There's no point talking to Yona when he's like that. Let's just return to his place for now. We still need to retrieve our rightfully earned memory quartz. Oh, I nearly forgot about that. With everything that just went on, I guess it slipped my mind. Should be an emergency elevator near the exit. We'll take that and head back. Yeah, sounds good. Orbital terminal is down. We'll boot it up. I don't know why. Not because of the shadow. This is not the reason, but this just looks weird to me. I don't know why. And again, it's not because of the shadow. Elevator go up. Just go up or down? Oh. Guess I should have known that it went down. Wow, the sun's setting, or the sun's already setting. Guess we spend more time in the geofront than I thought. It seems that way. What's the matter, Tio? Nothing. We should hurry back to Yona and retrieve the memory quartz. I admit, I'm also curious about Kitty's true identity. Me too. Hopefully this will lead us somewhere. Rosenberg Studio. Think I might know who Kitty is. Wait a minute. The Rosenberg Studio is that doll factory, isn't it? It was near the mountain path, if I remember correctly. Yep, that's the place. When I was analyzing Kitty's location, it led me there. I'm 100% certain. Why the heck is it the freaking doll factory of all places? This some kind of joke? It certainly is strange. How so? If Kitty is at the studio, like Yona claims, what's so weird about that? Well, currently the Orbital Network is only functioning within the city and at St. Ursula Medical College. The resort on the other side of the lake, Michelum, is also part of the testing. Oh. You see, because wireless orbital waves are unstable, they're primarily only used for orbital telephones. And since the orbital network is constantly exchanging large amounts of information, or info, it's usually got to be a wired connection. A giant orbital cable runs along the bottom of the lake, connecting St. Ursula to Michelum. But no way would anyone run a connection all the way out to some doll factory in the middle of the mountains. Darn it. What kind of sick prank is this? That's who I was thinking of. But I wasn't 100% sure if that's like future Trails information. I'm trying not to say any future Trails information. I'm doing my best. It can't be, can it? Though the mystery still remains, we succeeded in our objective. I believe you mentioned a reward. Yeah. None of this would have been possible without your help. So this is the info you said we'd be interested in. It's probably about the auction. That's right. That contains info on most of Ravash's relationships. I even threw in some info on a couple other related topics for safe measure. Happy now? Wow, I'll say. This information is indeed of interest to us. Just so you know, there's nothing super classified or anything in there. It's all stuff that anyone could find out if they dug hard enough. Your bosses at the CPD, for example, they've been sitting on all this for like ever. I'm sure it'll be useful nonetheless. Thanks. Since we didn't have access to all this, we were at a bit of a disadvantage. Not so. Glad I could help then. I'm beat. That was way too much for one day. Tomorrow I'll use what we learned to finally uncover Kitty's true identity. Well, don't overdo it. It's the anniversary festival, Yona. Why don't you go on a date or something instead of holding up in here? Shut up, it's none of your business what I do or don't do. You darn wolf in sheep's clothing, sucker playboy, normie piece of crap. Not exactly sure what all that meant, but can't help but feel like he's got the wrong idea about me too. Now that you mention it, you went on a date with Cecile on the opening day of the festival, didn't you? Huh? And after that, you and Randy enjoyed an afternoon with the St. Ursula nurses. The experience really does trump everything in the end. Tio, what are you trying to say? Nothing in particular. Oh, that hurt my back. Oh my goodness. Connecting to the memory quartz. With this, we can access the entire database's contents. Wow, this is really comprehensive. Up until now, we've had quite a few gaping holes in our intel on Ravache. This might be the first time we've had so much information on them laid out for us. Why don't we take a little look-see and at what we got here then? Right. Alright, before I do this, I'm gonna sit down because yikes. My back is killing me. Alright, summary history. Ravache is the largest criminal organization currently operating within Crossbell State. Its inception dates back to roughly 1130 of the Septian calendar, coinciding with the founding of the state itself. As the name Ravache & Co. would suggest, its fortune was amassed by smuggling goods between the Empire and the Republic under the guise of a trading company. As the name Ravache & Co. would suggest, it's a smuggling operation. Ravache & Co. Something about Ravache & Co. just screams smuggling to me. I don't get it. In turn, Ravache was able to seize control of Crossbell's underworld. Currently, Ravache is known to participate in several illegal businesses, including arms smuggling, the sale of stolen goods, land speculation, insider trading, mirror laundering, sex rings, intermediary agencies for Jaeger Corps, and so on. Due to its close ties to influential Diet members, Ravache is rarely punished for its criminal offenses. While members may be arrested from time to time, it is common for their bail to be posted almost immediately. I see this entry gives a pretty good overview of Ravache. We've only heard rumors and scraps of info until now. It's nice to have everything together in one place. Seeing all this, it's evident what a formidable organization they truly are. For real, these guys are making a killing with these shady ops of theirs. Alright, Ravache's main forces total about 300 members, including low-level workers, both inside and outside the state. The company employs approximately 500 people total. Ravache's ranks include several former Jaegers and soldiers from neighboring countries. Combined with its smuggling of cutting-edge orbital weaponry, Ravache is believed to have considerable military strength. Despite not being a large-scale crime syndicate, its influence extends past Crossbell. Ravache holds deep ties with influential figures in both the Empire and the Republic. According to recent intel, Ravache had begun to lose ground to Hayaway, a rival organization, but has since bolstered its firepower by utilizing warhounds. This new development has led to Ravache regaining superiority. I had no idea Ravache was this large and well armed. Not only that, but they have men in their ranks with real battlefield experience. Yeah, it makes sense. Even their lowest ranking underlings put up a good fight. Not to mention their warhounds. They're still using them even after what happened. It's like the arrest we made in Mainz was for nothing. I'm afraid so. Pretty disappointing to think. Don Marconi. Marconi controls Crossbell's largest mafia as the current president of Ravache & Co. He is the fifth man to hold the position, but did not inherit it conventionally. 8 years ago, Marconi gained control by overthrowing the fourth Don in an act of deceit and betrayal. Perhaps due to his Erebonian heritage, Marconi prioritizes his relationships with members of the Diet's Imperial faction. His ties with Speaker Hartman, in particular, are well documented. On the other hand, he has also made inroads with the Republican faction. Undoubtedly, Marconi seeks to leverage both factions in order to take advantage of Crossbell's unique circumstances. Furthermore, he seems to fashion himself after Erebonian nobility. His personal tastes include lavish garments and ostentatious furniture. That is a word you don't see every day. Hey, Morganites guys. Dang, look at this arrogant old fart. He may look like a jolly old man, but his actions paint him as anything but. It appears Marconi is a much more cunning individual than we were led to believe. Though he's firmly affiliated with the Empire, he's still managed to forge ties with the Republic. No question, this guy's trouble. Garcia Rossi's official position at Ravache & Co. is General Manager of Sales. Behind the scenes, however, he acts as the Mafia's underboss and is the commander of its rank-and-file henchmen. Rossi previously served as a commanding officer of the Zephyr Jaeger Corps. Really? That is very specific. When Marconi toppled the former Don 8 years ago, he contracted Rossi to aid him in his bid for power. Afterward, Marconi recruited him away from the Corps to join Ravache & Co. permanently. Rossi was the architect behind the Mafia's militarization. It's not a word I say a lot. A large increase in strength. In his Jaeger days, Garcia Rossi earned the moniker Killing Bear by using his large frame and advanced military combat prowess to overwhelm enemy soldiers on the battlefield. Ravache's second in command, and he's from a Jaeger Corps. Zephyr, that name sounds familiar to me. It should sound familiar to you, because it sounds familiar to me. Probably because it's one of the 2 largest corps in all the Western Zemuria. If that guy was a commanding officer in Zephyr, trust me, his strength is no joke. I've actually heard rumors about the Killing Bear before, didn't realize this was the guy. Makes sense, he practically radiated strength. But Randy, how do you know so much about all this? Travel as much as me and you'll hear all sorts of rumors. Nice deflection there, Randy. Hartman is an extremely influential politician who holds the position of Speaker of the Crossbell Diet. As a member of the Diet, he also acts as the leader of its Imperial faction. A descendant of Erebonian nobility, Hartman owns a luxurious mansion located at Michelin in the far southern reaches of Crossbell State. He is also considered an old friend of Marconi, the president of Ravache & Co. It's believed Hartman cooperates in the Mafia's various criminal enterprises, including smuggling, mirror laundering, and so on. Furthermore, sources say that Hartman had an unofficial meeting with the Imperial Chancellor, Gileath Osborne, last year in order to demonstrate his domestic and foreign authority. So this is Speaker Hartman. Kinda strikes me as some hoity-toity imperial noble rather than a politician. But did he really manage to get an audience with the Empire's Blood and Iron Chancellor? Yes, though it was evidently an informal one, Chancellor Osborne did have a meeting with him. It still irks me to hear that he would meet with Speaker Hartman, but completely snub my grandfather. At the time, the whole matter was quite the hot topic in both nations' political spheres. Can't believe I never heard about that. The Blood and Iron Chancellor, he's making a name for himself, alright. I can't help but wonder what the reason behind his visit was. Game looks so good, you love that style? This game is pretty good so far. Pretty good. Alright. Everything was fuzzy up until now, but I'm starting to see the big picture. I agree. Ravash is led by a ruthless yet cunning boss with a former Jaeger commander as his right-hand man. Further, they have strong ties to Speaker Hartman. Not only that, but if the Speaker has ties to the Blood and Iron Chancellor, then it's no wonder the CPD can't do a thing about the Mafia. That's true. Wait just a moment. I believe I've discovered concealed data within the memory quartz. Concealed data? Can you pull it up? Hold up. If there was stuff hidden, does that mean that brat is messing with us? Yes, it seems he tried to test whether or not I was able to notice it. His punishment will be long and painful. Well, that aside for now, were you able to recover the data? Yes. I would put the level of difficulty at easy peasy lemon squeezy. No, this is not me. Swor's Auction. I knew it. Is that the Swor's Auction? That's the thing Estelle and Joshua were asking us about, wasn't it? Ah, nice one, Yona. That little scoundrel really pulled through for us. This seems to confirm that it is, in fact, a real event. And further, that it's connected in some way to Ravash. I don't really know if we can make that connection. It just seems like, you know, an ancillary piece of information. Yeah, I had a feeling it was more than just a rumor. Alright, should we take a look? Never. You're playing the second Spider-Man game tonight. You like the first one? Ooh. Like Marvel Spider-Man? The more recent one? Wait, second Spider-Man? Oh, you must be talking about the Miles Morales one. I need to get around to playing that. The first Marvel Spider-Man, that one was so good. It was so good. It was unbelievably good. The Swor's Auction is an annual event staged by Ravash on the final day of the anniversary festival. It's held in the form of a private, largely secret party hosted at Speaker Hartman's mansion in Michelin. Most items up for bid are first-class works of art, such as paintings and jewelry acquired through theft, bribery, tax evasion, and illegal back channels. Additionally, invites are not limited to just crossbellins. Nobles and affluent people from across the continent are extended invitations, making the auction function as an off-the-record gathering of Zemuria's high society. The Swor's Auction is a major source of income for Ravash. It also provides Speaker Hartman with the ideal place to network with influential figures. Security is solely handled by Ravash's forces as well. Entry is prohibited unless a guest possess a black invitation card engraved with a golden rose. Is this real? Unbelievable. To think that something this massive has been happening every single year. But isn't this strange? Despite being a secret, this information describes it as a large-scale social event. Well, I'm sure the police and mass media are well aware, but are forced to keep their lips sealed about it. Otherwise, there's no way that people wouldn't know about such a huge event. Exactly. Chief, good evening, sir. Color me surprised. I didn't expect you guys to get this far on your own. This ain't the place to talk, though. Come on, I'll give you the full rundown in my office. Yep, Miles Morales. You don't know much about it other than hearing it's meant to be a bit shorter. I think it was supposed to be like a standalone expansion or something like that, but I need to get around to playing it. I finally got a PlayStation 5. And so, you know, I'll be getting around to playing some PlayStation 5 games eventually. So you admit that all the information in those files is accurate? Yeah, unfortunately so. Beats me, who did all this research, but they got quite a goldmine of stuff. But all the CPD's top brass know about this, right? Yeah, though I wouldn't say it's everyone. Anyone that's an inspector rank or higher for sure. The entire First Division, too. Heck, even Arios and the Bracer Guild have probably known all about it for a while now. That means this is another barrier standing in our way. Oh yeah, an extraordinarily huge one. You know I don't intend to restrict what you guys can do, but I wouldn't recommend poking your noses any further into the Swords auction. Stuff like this is well beyond your pay grade, kids. But Chief... Now, Chief, let's not mince words here. You're not saying this is beyond us. You're just trying to tell us the CPD itself has its hands tied, aren't you? Considering all the influential figures invited, and the fact that Speaker Hartman is the host of the entire gathering, the auction is practically untouchable. If the citizenry is not in imminent danger, the Bracer Guild cannot act either. So it seems there is nothing anyone can do. But we can't just... Calm down. You aren't the only one, or only frustrated person here, trust me. Think about the First Division grinding their teeth every year, powerless to do anything. If this event ever gave them the slightest chance, they'd be charging in to take it down before even the guild could respond. But despite being shady as everything can be, it appears to be just another glamorous party. Darn. Basically, if you tried to crack down on the Swords auction and screwed up, the SSS would be finished. That's why, for your own good, I can't let you chase after this. Anyway, that's the gist of it. How frustrating. Listen, I'm not telling you to accept how things are. Just understand, sometimes you have to chin up, look forward, and figure out how much you can really accomplish. Don't forget that pit in your stomach right now, though. Keep at it and your chance will come one day. So don't get too down, eh? I understand, sir. From now on, we'll stop looking into the auction. Lloyd. Hello, Lloyd. Why would you say hello, Lloyd? Darn, this really sucks. With that, the third day of the anniversary festival ended. Teo's past, a mysterious story of Lloyd's brother, a hacker known as Kitty, a detailed report regarding Ravash, and then the Swords auction sitting at the center of Crossbell's injustices. With all of it still spinning inside of his head, Lloyd slipped into a restless sleep. Might have to use that fade to black as a mark. What the, an earthquake? Nah, it can't be. Almost feels like I'm being rocked to sleep. Maybe I'll just doze for another 15 minutes. Output minimum, power level low. Freezing process. Begin. Ah, that's cold. Good morning, Lloyd. Yeah, good morning. Wait a second, why are you in my room? Our morning meeting is about to begin, so I came to wake you up, Lloyd. Oh, I didn't realize how late I was, or it was. It was the strangest thing, though. I felt something cold against the back of my neck. I must have been having one seriously weird dream. It was no dream. My efforts to nudge you awake were in vain, so I cast a low-energy diamond dust. Diamond dust? Excuse me? Did I hear that right? You hit me with an orbital art? It was not enough to harm you, so there's no need to be concerned. It worked out in the end, didn't it? Yeah, I suppose it did. Isn't diamond dust like the most powerful one? Besides, I was unsure how to wake up someone who was fast asleep, so I ended up going with a method I specialize in. You don't know how to wake me up? I see. So she never had to do anything like that before then. Lloyd, are you angry? No, of course not. Though I'd recommend raising your voice as a step between nudging me and casting ice attacks. That would wake most people up. Oh, I see. In that case, would it be more appropriate to address you with "Good morning, Master," the next time the opportunity presents itself? Why would you think that? Or perhaps you would enjoy, "I'm going to kick my lazy brother out of bed if he doesn't wake up." Where do you even learn these phrases? I'm just teasing. Ellie and I prepared breakfast, so please come downstairs after you've changed. I'll be taking my leave now. Wait a minute. What is it? Thanks, Tio. You were worried about me, so you came to check in on me, right? Feels like the stress from yesterday just vanished. Thanks, Tio. Well, it's already the 4th day of the anniversary festival. We're gonna have our work cut out for us. Day 4. Alright, it's the 4th day of the festival. Time to get to work. I'm sure a load of support requests have come in overnight, so let's take a look. Right, today's the day of the big parade, too, not to mention there are tourists traveling across the state during the festival. As you suspected, a lot of requests have come in. Lost belongings, missing children, etc. Might be a little much to try and tackle all of them at once. Let's do what we can to go from here, or there. Sounds like a plan. Let's save and mark.